Welcome back to Perfect Game Weekly, presented by Rawlings. I am so excited to bring in our guest, Anthony Volpe, a gem in the Yankees organization, someone I was able to cover before his draft. Anthony, welcome to the show. How are you?
No, I'm great. Thanks so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here virtually.
You are actually at a Yankees minicamp right now down in Tampa. So I kind of want to hear what's been going on with that. Paint me a picture.
No, it's been awesome. It's pretty much been definitely a little more laid back than full on spring training, but just to be in the building this early compared to, last year when we weren't allowed really back in the complex until the first day of spring training. It's been awesome. Kind of getting out of the cold weather in the Northeast and getting on a dirt field every day, getting to work with all the amazing coaches we have, stuff like that has been really, really beneficial, I think, to be down here this early.
You're a Jersey kid. You grew up a Yankees fan. You played high school baseball with Jack Leiter, and you had the choice, right? You could go and sign with your dream team, or you could go and play with your dream college, and you made the decision to sign with the Yankees. It looks like it all worked out, but Anthony, how did you make that decision ultimately when you look back? And do you feel like it was harder than you thought it was going to be?
I was definitely very fortunate to have such a win-win situation. I think looking back, just the ability to have the opportunity to one day be on the Yankees and get your foot in the door and just train and have such great coaches at my disposal and great facilities, stuff like that. I think it's helped me a lot on the baseball field, but then also off the field too, just being around all the great guys that we have. It's been a great experience so far.
You had a monster 2021 season. You were in low A and then high A, and the numbers that you put up obviously caught the attention of a lot of people, especially your own organization. What kind of development has happened since I saw you back in 2018?
Obviously, COVID shut down and not having a season. In that moment, like when you're not playing and you kind of lose sight of like, what are you getting ready for? What are you really preparing for? I kind of just saw a lot of things I had to work on my game, and I figured it was as good as time as ever to just slow everything down, break stuff down, and really like get to work on this stuff that, in the course of a season, you don't really want to work on that stuff because you're always getting ready for a game. So I thought I was able to really work on my swing. I was lucky enough to get hooked up with some really good hitting coaches back in the Northeast, and then obviously the Yankees helped out virtually. But I really attribute, I guess, a lot of the stuff that happened last year to the work that went on during COVID.
Yeah, and everybody's talking about it. And with the lockout that's going on, there's obviously a lot of rumors flying. People, I think, have too much time on their hands right now. Anthony, your name has been trending on Twitter. I've seen it. I've been talking to your mom, and there are some trade rumors out there, hefty trade rumors. But I wanted to know if you feel like maybe it's an honor to have your name floated out there as such a high prospect, the number one in the Yankees organization, just to have your name floated out there and being recognized and having a reputation already throughout Major League Baseball for all the work that you've already put in.
Yeah, I guess it's definitely an honor and definitely awesome to be recognized as that. But I guess the way I think of it kind of is just like when I was training really hard in the off season during COVID and everything like that, none of it was for this. None of it was to have a nice title or something like that. It was always to just get better and be the best player that I could be, because at the end of the day, like whether you're the number one prospect or the number 30 prospect, you want to be the best big leaguer you can be. And that's just how I kind of went about everything during COVID, everything this offseason, everything that we did today. It's just to get better every single day and just be the best player, hopefully down the road that I can be.
The Yankees have the rich history. They play under the brightest lights in the biggest place. And I know that you've dreamt about your debut. I know you've thought about that moment, but what is it about this team and playing for such an historic franchise that excites you the most?
I think, yeah, obviously, like gives you goosebumps to think about, but at like the simplest level, I just think it's the guys that you're with every single day, the guys that are living with us here in Tampa and just going out every day. It's kind of what I didn't realize that I missed so much over COVID was just being in the clubhouse, going out to eat after games, stuff like that. And I think not having it and then getting back in the flow of everything last season really made you appreciate little stuff like that. And I think on one day, if a couple guys made it, and I mean, when we're here this time of year, stuff like that. You see how hard guys work and how much they care about it. So just making it with the guys that we've kind of been in it for a full season, and then hopefully a couple more years here. I think that would make it really, really special.
The last one I have for you is your draft class that was so stacked, and we got a chance to see you guys with the national team. And we're talking about CJ Abrams, Bobby Witt Jr., Pico Armstrong, Riley Green, you, and then so many more. And you guys are creating this buzz about what it looks like to see this next generation of guys. But what can fans expect? Because your draft class is incredible. I'm excited for you, but what are you excited about?
I'm excited to see everyone again. You know, it felt like over that summer we were with each other every weekend, pretty much the whole summer, and then obviously Team USA we were with each other 24/7. But you get to see a couple guys here and there, I guess. But hopefully, when everyone's playing the same league, doing the same stuff, everyone will be able to reconnect and get together that way. So that's, I guess, what I'm looking forward to the most.
I can't thank you enough for your time, Anthony. Tell your family I said hi, please. The best family. I'm excited to watch this year, and I'm excited to see what you can do in the game. So thanks for spending some time with me.
No, thanks so much for having me. It's awesome, and my family says hi as well.